waiting, still believing, still showing up with nothing but faith. Let me tell you something, God doesn't do late. He's still right on time. You've watched doors close with tears in your eyes, prayed the same prayer under midnight skies. You've gone on when it didn't make sense, and trusted God more than your common sense. You've walked through seasons where nothing moved, where silence echoed and you needed proof. But the seed you planted didn't disappear. It's just taking root where you can't see clear. He's still right on time, even when you're worn. He's the sunrise waiting after the longest storm. He works in shadows, he works in sleep. He's building answers while you just breathe. So don't you rush what heaven's designed, 'cause a miracle grows slow by divine design. Hold on, keep the climb. He's still right on time. He said to everything there's a season, and he meant it well. He said that weight will rise, and you're not meant to dwell. Even when you feel stuck, your faith is moving things, like roots digging deep before the bloom springs. Not every answer comes like a shout. Some come quietly and stretch you out. He's not slow, as some count slow. He's just weaving grace in a way you don't know. He's still right on time, even when you're worn. He's the sunrise waiting after the longest storm. He works in shadows, he works in sleep. He's building answers while you just breathe. So don't you rush what heaven's designed, 'cause a miracle grows slow by divine design. Hold on, keep the climb. He's still right on time. You haven't missed your moment. You're not behind. He hasn't forgotten. And when the time comes, it will be better than what you prayed for. Just wait and watch him be God. He's still right on time, never too soon. Turns deserts to gardens, graves in the bloom. He's in the waiting, he's in the breath, he's in the stretch that leads to rest. So trust the pace of the potter's hand. He's shaping you for the promised land. You're not lost, you're in line, and he's still right on time.
I've asked questions I've never said out loud. Like, if God is with me, why do I feel scared sometimes? But his word has a way of answering even before we finish asking.
Why would I fear when he says I'm with you? Why would I run when he says do not be dismayed? Why do I worry what tomorrow's bringing, when he's already there, already making a way? Why do I shake when the winds get loud, when he spoke to the storm and it laid right down? Why do I doubt when he's never failed? Even in the silence, his love prevails. He said thoughts that haunt. When he said, my peace I give, not like the world flaunts. Why do I freeze when the path looks steep? When he said, I go before you and I give you peace. Why do I forget he catches my tears, that he holds the broken and draws them near? He didn't give me a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a mind made clear. He said, fear not, for I've called you by name. You are mine, he still means the same. If he feeds the sparrow and lights the sky, won't he hold me when the storm rolls by? I'm done bowing to shadows and lies unclear. He's the strength of my heart, so why would I fear? Fear might knock, but it don't get to live here, because greater is he that is in me, and his voice still quiets every wave. He said, fear not, I am with you always. I go before you, and I won't walk away. He commands the morning and calms the night, and if I'm in his hands, then I'm held just right. So I lift my head, let faith draw near. He is my shepherd, why would I fear? He is my shepherd, why would I fear? Up this morning feeling like you've run out of strength, I just want you to know this is not the end. You're still here, and God's not finished with you yet. I know you've been walking with your head hung low, feeling like your light don't have much glow. You've buried some dreams, lost some fight, smile through pain just to make it through the night. But if all you did was get out of bed, you've already moved mountains just like he said. God sees the quiet battles you never shared, and he's closer than the breath in your prayer. He's not finished yet. This ain't your last page. Even broken roads can turn into praise. If the sun still rises, so can you. There's more to write, more to do. You're not too far gone. You're not too small. Take one more step. He's not finished yet. Yeah. Oh, but he's not finished yet. You might not see him, but he's in the room, and the way your heart still beats through gloom. He's in the friend that calls right when you break, in the tear that falls for heaven's sake. Don't mistake silence for being alone. Even in stillness, his love is sown. And if all you've got is a whisper left, that's enough for him to bring back breath. He's not finished. Oh, he's not finished yet. You're not forgotten. You're not a mistake. The very breath in your lungs is proof of His grace. You're here for a reason, so stay.
If all you've done lately is hold on, if you've kept believing with empty hands and a tired heart, then let this song be your reminder. It will be beautiful when it's time. You've planted prayers in dry, cracked ground, sung over seeds that still haven't been found. You've smiled through waiting, cried in the dark, but you never let go of what stirred in your heart. You don't ask for signs, you don't beg for ease. You just keep showing up with quiet belief. And though the sky stayed silent and still, faith like yours moves God's will. It will be beautiful, just wait and see what's growing right now in the dirt and the deep. You can't see the roots, but they're holding strong, and heaven's been listening all along. What feels like delay is design instead, 'cause God don't forget a word He said. It will be beautiful when the time is right, like a dawn breaking after the longest night. He makes all things beautiful in their time, not rushed by fear, not pushed by mind. He's close to the broken, He gathers the tears. He's numbered the hairs and counted the years. Even youth grow tired, but those who wait will rise again, just not too late. He's working all things for your good right now, even if you don't yet see the how. It will be beautiful, just wait and see what's growing right now in the dirt and the deep. You can't see the roots, but they're holding strong, and heaven's been listening all along. What feels like delay is design instead, 'cause God don't forget a word He said. It will be beautiful when the time is right, like a dawn breaking after the longest night. Not one tear wasted, not one prayer lost. What you've sown in faith, you'll reap in joy. Before I sing a word, let me just bless you today. I pray peace fills your home, joy fills your heart, and that you notice what God's been doing all around you. Because sometimes the biggest miracles are the quietest ones. There's breath in my lungs, and I didn't earn it. sun on my skin, and I don't deserve it. A roof that holds, a meal that's hot. Little things remind me of the God I've got. The sound of my children laughing out back, my old dog sleeping in a sunlit patch. I don't need riches, don't need fame. Everywhere I look, I see his name. Everywhere I look, I see his hand. In the everyday moments, I now understand. A kind word spoken, a burden made light, a heart that forgives, a soul made right. Blessing after blessing, I count every one. They shine like stars when the day is done. Everywhere I look, I see what God has done. It's not always thunder, not always flame. Sometimes God shows up in a neighbor's name, or a song on the radio when I'm feeling low, or the smile of my wife in the evening glow. It's in quiet mornings and honest prayers, the strength to stand when no one cares. He walks with me in boots and dust, and every single breath is a holy trust. Everywhere I look, I see his hand. In the everyday moments, I now understand. A kind word spoken, a burden made light, a heart that forgives, a soul made right. Blessing after blessing, I count every one. They shine like stars when the day is done. Everywhere I look, I see what God has done. Don't wait for fireworks or the parting sea. Sometimes God's voice is in the birds, in the quiet forgiveness of your own heart. Look around, you're more blessed than you know. Everywhere I look, I see his grace running through time, filling up this place. From sunrise glory to the midnight hush, he's in every whisper, every gentle touch. So I'll keep singing till my race is run. Everywhere I look, I see.
There was a time I thought I was just whoever life shaped me into, whoever others needed me to be. I wasn't broken, exactly, just blurred.
I could tell you what I do, but not who I am. I wore my responsibilities like armor, and underneath I was quiet, not peaceful, just quiet. Somewhere along the way, I stopped asking questions, I stopped dreaming big, because I thought wisdom meant shrinking. I told myself, you're grounded, but really, I was buried. And then one day, God didn't come with fire or thunder. He came with stillness. He didn't scold me. reminded me. I called you mine before they called you anything. You were set apart long before you were compared. You are not a role, you are not a season, you are my daughter. That truth hit different when I didn't have anything left to prove. It felt like air after holding my breath too long. And that's when I stopped performing, stopped apologizing, stopped asking for a seat at the table he built for me. Now I know who I am. I am steady, not because I never fall, but because I finally know who's holding me. I'm not chasing labels, I'm not competing with my past self. I am seen, I am held, I am named, and not by a title, but by a God who never mispronounces or forgets what he spoke. So no, I'm not the loudest in the room, but when I speak now, it comes from knowing exactly where I stand. I used to wonder if I mattered. Now I carry that answer in my spirit every day. I know who I am, and I don't need the world to agree, because heaven already has. I've always been good at pulling it together, at looking composed. I knew how to sound faithful, how to act grateful, even when my insides were filled with questions. I thought I had to bring God my best face, my clean prayers, my strong words. Because deep down, I was afraid if he saw the real me, the tired me, the unsure me, he'd be disappointed. So I brought him my reports instead of my heart. I gave him polite praise when what I really wanted to say was, God, I'm scared, I don't feel brave, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. And for a long time, I thought that made me a weak believer. But one morning, when I had nothing left to pretend with, I just whispered, I don't know how to come to you. And what I felt next wasn't shame, it was him saying, then don't come perfect, just come. I realized God wasn't waiting for my performance. He wasn't measuring my confidence. He already knew my fear, and he wasn't intimidated by it. He wasn't keeping a scorecard. He was keeping me. Now I don't pray with a mask on, I come with whatever I've got.
still, and I am still His. If you're carrying fear in your faith, let me tell you, you're not broken. You're not failing. You're just human. And God loves humans, the raw ones, the real ones, the ones that whisper instead of shout.
If you've forgotten who you are, if life's been too loud and your light's grown dim, let me remind you what was spoken over you. And heaven hasn't taken a single word back. You feel like maybe you missed your turn, like the dream is gone and you'll never return, but you were fearfully and wonderfully made, formed with purpose, not just by chance or fate. And He who began a good work in you will carry it on. It's not just a hope, it's a promise to stand on. The world may forget and people might doubt, but God never writes a name just to cross it out. He said what He said, and He meant every line. You are chosen, you are His, you are one of a kind. You are loved with a love that won't walk away, a masterpiece in motion, even on your worst day. So don't believe the silence, don't fall for regret. He said what He said, and He's not done yet. He didn't say, once you're good enough, I'll call your name. He said, come to me, all who are weary, I'll carry your pain. He said, I'll never leave you, not even for a breath. And He meant it, even when you felt like you had nothing left. You think it's too late, but He still sees the seed. And He's still the shepherd who leaves the 99 to meet your need. He said, my grace is enough, not once but forever. So keep walking even shaky, 'cause you and God walk together. He said what He said, and He meant every line. You are chosen, you are His, you are one of a kind. You are loved with a love that won't walk away, a masterpiece in motion, even on your worst day. So don't believe the silence, don't fall for regret. He said what He said, and He's not done yet. You are not forgotten, you are not too far gone. He called you by name long before the world had opinions. You're still here, and that means He's still working. He said what He said, and His word won't break. It stands in the dark, and it shakes the snake. You still got a future, you still got a name.
For too long, you believe what the world said about you, but it's time to listen to the one who made you, 'cause you are not your mistakes. You are not what they called you. You are His.
I used to look in the mirror and not know my name. Felt like a ghost walking through somebody else's pain. I let voices write stories that weren't ever true. Let shadows define what only God ever knew. But I heard a whisper in the still of the fight. You are mine, you are precious in my sight. And just like that, the lies lost their sting, 'cause I remembered who gave me my identity. Now I know who I am, not by the world's demand, but by the hands that formed me from dust and plan. To call me chosen, to call me free, a child of promise, not shame's debris. I've been redeemed, I've been made new. I'm not what I've done, I'm what He's brought me through. Now I know who I am, and I stand in that truth. He said, you are my workmanship, crafted with care. I knit you in secret, I numbered each hair. You're the head, not the tail, you're set apart, and nothing can snatch you out of my heart. I don't need applause, I don't need fame. I've got a robe of righteousness and a brand new name. The mirror may show wrinkles and years I've earned, but my soul wears glory the world can't discern. Now I know who I am, not by the world's demand, but by the hands that formed me from dust and plan. To call me chosen, to call me free, a child of promise, not shame's debris. I've been redeemed, I've been made new. I'm not what I've done, I'm what He's brought me through. Now I know who I am, and I stand in that truth. I'm not my past, I am not the labels they gave me. I am not too late, I am His workmanship, sealed by grace. And I will not forget again. Now I know